RN News, I'm Michael Harrington in Washington. Amid the hoopla of the Democrats' convention in Chicago, there were reminders that the road to victory is not assured. White House correspondent Greg Clugston has more.
For all of the energy and excitement at last week's Democratic National Convention, the presidential contest remains close, something Barack and Michelle Obama reminded their party.
This is going to be an uphill battle.
This will still be a tight race in a closely divided country.
They delivered an urgent call to action. It was an acknowledgement that even with a change at the top of the Democratic ticket, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are essentially tied in their race for the White House. Greg Clugston, Chicago.
Israel has launched a wave of airstrikes across South Lebanon in what is called a preemptive strike on Hezbollah. The Lebanese terrorist group says it had fired hundreds of rockets and drones in retaliation for the killing of a top commander in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut last month. Dr. Anthony Fauci has come down with a mosquito-borne virus.
A spokesperson says Fauci, now retired from the National Institutes of Health, is recovering at home after a hospitalization for West Nile disease. The virus is commonly spread through the bite of an infected mosquito. Fauci reportedly told a fellow doctor he was likely infected in his own backyard. The CDC says most people don't experience symptoms from West Nile, but about 20% will develop a fever, headache, body aches, stomach upset, or a rash. I'm Jackie Quinn.
German police say a 26-year-old man has turned himself in, claiming he was responsible for the deadly Solingen knife attack this weekend that left 3 dead. This is SRN News.
Mike Gallagher thinks we've gone to the dark side.
It has been confirmed they're offering free abortions and free vasectomies at the DNC this week. How do normal people react to that news? I mean, do you have any problem with this? Does this seem sane and normal and rational to you?
Tampa Bay's on. Mike Gallagher, weekdays at 9 on AM 860. The Answer and theanswertampa.com.
Hurricane season is here, and now is the time to make a plan and know your zone. In the case of an evacuation, have a plan to go to a hurricane shelter, hotel, or stay with a family or friends. If you're ordered to evacuate, you need to leave. You can rebuild your home, but you cannot rebuild your life. This hurricane season, know your zone, know your home. Learn more at floridadisaster.org. This message is sponsored by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Helping you get where you're trying to go. Get digital media solutions for your business. Visit surroundtampa.com. Surroundtampa.com.
For today, intervals of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in spots with a high of 93. Tonight becoming partly cloudy, low 78. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm in spots in the late afternoon with a high of 91. Tomorrow night, partly cloudy, low 78. Get your weather news when and how you want it wherever you are. Download our free app or visit AccuWeather.com. That's your AccuWeather forecast. I'm Caitlin Lawrence for AM 860, The Answer.
The financial content, including all financial data, editorial content, and advertising provided on this program is intended for personal use and entertainment and does not constitute investment advice. Financial content that appears on this station does not mean this station endorses such content. In addition, this station makes no representation that financial information is accurate, complete, or timely. This station does not accept any liability for any investment decisions made on the basis of this information. It is strongly recommended you obtain professional advice before proceeding with any investment.
The following program is sponsored by Prosperity Group, LLC, and is pre-recorded.
Welcome to the Prosperity Hour. Join host Greg Ellie of the Prosperity Group as they guide you on your path to prosperity in retirement and life. Learn how to safely protect your money from market risk, creating your own pension-like income with their safe money strategies and implementing their tax-free plans. Call Greg or the team at 864-989-0176. or email Greg at mymoneyissafe.com. Visit mymoneyissafe.com and start now.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. This is Greg Ellie of the Prosperity Hour, and welcome to today's show. And today's show's title is, How Will the Election and Taxes Affect Your Retirement Planning? How will the election affect your retirement planning? And this is important because I have seen for the last, the last few elections, I saw how people reacted to George Bush being reelected, Obama being elected, then being reelected, and then Donald Trump got elected, and then Joe Biden got elected, and how it affected the markets and how it affected people's retirement. And I believe right now is a huge, huge risk. Now, first of all, folks, you can reach us at 1-800-440-0434, or you can go to mymoneyissafe.com. You can go to mymoneyissafe.com and comment, let us know, like us on this, and send us send us some love. Let us share your Facebook posts with us. Listen to our radio show. Folks, you can go to our website, which is www.mymoneyissafe.com, and you can look to previous shows. I titled the shows. They are on the radio, they're on our websites under media. You can order our book on the radio. You can order it by calling us. And the book is it's Prosperity Plan ABCs. Annuities bring control safely. All right, to your retirement nest egg. So this is what we're able to do to help you. Okay. And I have a different perspective on how this is going to be played out with the election. So really take a minute, invite people on the social media, folks on the radio, if you've got some folks you want to invite, but listen up here. And I want to say hello to all our Florida listeners, and I want to wish everybody well with the storm and the flooding that's taken place. I really just pray everybody's safe and that there's not too much damage here, because I've been in South Carolina. And in fact, I couldn't get down to my homes in Florida. I've got 2 homes in the Bradenton Palmetto area. And, fortunately I have help to put the hurricane shutters down and things of that nature. So folks, I want to remind you, call us at 1-800-440-0434. or go to mymoneyissafe.com. Go to mymoneyissafe.com. Patty, how are you doing today?
I tell you what, Greg, it's exciting times, isn't it?
Well, it certainly keeps people hopping, because I don't think the powers that be really have a plan. Well, it depends. It depends.
It depends on your definition of plan.
Right. It depends who the powers that be we're talking about are. Okay.
Amen to that one.
So I think there's a lot of things that's going on, but what I want to discuss is the possibilities of if Trump wins, if Harris wins, and what could take place. I actually believe this is a very risky time for retirees, because if they're not awake with what's going on, I think they're very vulnerable. Patty, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the last 3 elections, everybody sticks their head in the sand. What I mean by sticking their head in the sand, they wait. They don't do anything. Well, I'm going to wait till the election. Okay. I've seen people get hurt in the sense that they didn't take advantage of opportunities. I've seen other people get hurt because they made the wrong decisions. And they think that the national election is going to have an immediate impact. So if Kamala Harris comes in, what kind of impact is she going to have? If Donald Trump gets back in, how will it fix things? All right. Meanwhile, the market just goes and goes and goes. Ladies and gentlemen, are you concerned about the election? Is your plan to do nothing until you see who gets elected? That could be the greatest mistake that you make. Right now, you can get some of the highest guarantees I've seen in my entire career. 8%, 10%, 12% guarantees for income. Rates of 5%, 4%. They're not going to be around long. Call us at 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. We're reading some things. We're looking at what's going on. The market this week, by golly, it's been Mr. Toad's wild ride again.
It has been, and it's made you look very smart, Greg.
Oh, well, yeah, sure.
And then there's that. I do believe that there is one thing that's accurate, and I think that if anyone sits back and really thinks about it, there's not going to be an easy solution.
Right.
There's not, it's not, we're not going to go from the state that we are in and any one person and situation going to fix it. And you and I both believe that there is a situation that would work towards that goal a lot better.
Right.
But that all that said does not mean that there are not things that we should be doing to better ourselves. Yesterday I called with a client. We're moving some funds from Charles Schwab. And I mean, we've held for Charles Schwab before, but nothing like this. I mean, everything that we thought would happen. And what I mean by that is we have told clients that just even if you get notice and you see the market starting to move in a negative way, just because you want to move your accounts and put them in a safer position doesn't mean that's going to happen with, a snap of a finger.
Right. Right.
I mean, if you're managing it yourself, still, I mean, you could put the order in there, it can go right through it.
Right.
But if you're relying on getting in touch with your broker, there you go, getting in touch with your broker, because
Right.
talking to everybody else as well.
Everybody else, yeah.
Exactly.
And can you imagine if people were needed to move their account right away, they're not going to get it moved quickly enough.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Not to the satisfactory level that they have been used to being able to move accounts or getting a response, etc. It's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's the problem, is it's not going to happen quickly enough. Let's look at a couple of things right here. Okay. What happens if Kamala Harris wins? Okay. What do you think is going to happen? And that's the question. What do you think, Patty? If Kamala wins, what happens?
I think that fasten your seatbelt. I think it's gonna be more of what we've had recently. I think it's going to escalate.
So what you're saying is more volatility.
More volatility.
Right.
More, and working towards, I mean, I think they're gonna be working more towards a unified system.
Right.
And when I say unified, I don't mean within the United States. I think that you're going to see the dollar get even smaller. I think they will use it for as long as they can, print as much as they can, and then when that's not working anymore, or until they have the other in place.
Okay. Listen, you said the magic word.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Print.
Yeah.
Print. So here's my take on that. I think what happens, that the market will be propped up, maybe with a 25 basis point drop of the interest rate, which I think we're already beyond that being a fix. All right. Because you can create deflation. And I've defined it before. I'm not going to go into that right now. So if Kamala wins, here's what I think happens. Our taxes go through the roof. Corporate America will love it initially because, see, here's what's being played on the American people. That the Republicans are pro-corporation and the Democrats are not. Look how much Hillary Clinton is getting paid to speak for American corporations, or Bill Clinton, or Obama. All right. In fact, they're making a huge profit doing that. So, perfect example. Obama is loved by the insurance companies because of the Affordable Care Act. And my personal experience is that the Affordable Care Act is nothing.
It's the unaffordable.
It is. It truly is.
Or the Affordable No Care Act.
I've had to pay almost $100,000 out of my pocket because of a dispute with an insurance company. That's insane. Okay. If what would I have done if I couldn't do it? Right. So this is the kind of stuff that's really wrong. So first of all, folks, forget that Republicans are corporate America and the Democrats are the people. Just forget all that. That's just called, fake news. So here's what happens. So here's the problem. Taxes go through the roof. More money is printed. The bubble gets kicked down the road a little bit longer. Inflation continues to increase. And then now people become slaves, financial slaves to the state. Okay. And folks, I'm saying some things tongue in cheek. But you know, to the motherland, no, that's the wrong one. Anyway, the Reichland. Anyway, what happens is we become financial slaves. I really believe that. Okay. Now, the aim of both sides is financial slaves for all of us. It's just one way gets one way gets another. I'm talking the globalist agenda. All right. Listen, we are out of time. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hey, St. Peter, open the gates now. Jesus, come and we want go. He say, who that knocking at the holy door now? Jesus, come and we want go. I say, hey, St.
Dennis Prager explains what power looks like.
Having Donald Trump on is deemed by the European Union as harmful content. It's a left-wing organization. Where there is enormous power in a government, it is overwhelmingly likely to be left-wing. The left is a big danger to humanity.
The Dennis Prager Show, weekdays at noon, right before Charlie Kirk at 2 on AM 860, The Answer, and theanswertampa.com.
Well, summer is upon us and the weather is beautiful. Everyone has a favorite outdoor activity: golf, bike riding, bird watching, long walks. Ask 100 people and you'll get 100 answers. But if everyday aches and pains are keeping you on the sidelines, I have one answer: Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a unique formula of natural ingredients. It doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. Wherever you're hurting, back, neck, joints, or muscles, in 3 weeks or less, you'll start to feel the difference all day, every day. So whatever you like to do, swimming, pickleball, hanging out in the garden, Relief Factor can help you feel good again and let you enjoy all your favorite outdoor activities all summer long. ReliefFactor.com, 1-800-4RELIEF, 1-800-473-5433. Fight pain naturally with Relief Factor.
Who so love him hath gathered much. Jesus, come and we want go.
Welcome back, listeners. This is Greg Ellie, the Prosperity Group. I'm here with Patty James. By the way, folks, I want to introduce something. Patty is now my Vice President of Sales.
Yeah.
Vice President of Sales. She's done such a phenomenal job. And give a call, folks, and you can meet with Patty. You can meet with myself. A lot of times I'm not there. You can meet with her. She does a great job. She really does, folks. And so give her a call. She's got a vast knowledge, especially those of you who are worried about things in the stock market. Patty's got a unique perspective because she worked with a large firm, a couple of large firms, and the banking system. So she's seen it from the inside out. She's seen it from the inside out.
I've been to the belly of the beast. Just kidding.
Yes, absolutely.
And speaking of the belly of the beast, there is a gentleman on YouTube. His name is Buddy Brown. He has a really neat YouTube perspective, and my attention span can be somewhat less than desirable. And so his little things are about 5 to 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And he put up something that I thought was so interesting that goes really well with, what do they say inflation is? 3 point?
Oh, yeah, they say it's below 4%.
Right. Okay. So listen to these facts. Since the Biden-Harris.
So I want our listeners, now listen, folks, you need to hear this. Let me interrupt you, but I want to highlight this. Folks, give us a call at 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. We also have a question. Tom asked, Patty, what would you say Bank of America is about to fail? So we'll address that afterwards. So stay tuned, Tom. Okay, go ahead, Patty.
Since the Biden-Harris took office 4 years ago, groceries are up, if it's 3%, with inflation. However, real number, 41.2%.
Wait, groceries are up 41.2%.
Right.
I concur.
Exactly.
I do.
Eating out is up 53%.
I concur with that too.
The cost of eating out.
Yes.
Baby food. Think about it if you want another child. 29.6%.
Well, I'm not in that
you're not
arena
there.
right now. I
Pet
like the kids
food.
I have.
Pet food is up 22.7. Rent is only going to go up, is up 20%. Mortgages is the lowest on one, and it's up 7%. Electricity, 28.4%. Natural gas, I wonder why that happened, is up 30%. Clothing, apparel, 12%. Used cars. Yeah, used to, you could make money on a car. You know, it just appreciated. Well, that is no longer the case.
Right.
Used cars are up 20.3%. But that's funny because if your car gets damaged, all of a sudden that old car is only worth about $5,000 and it's not worth the repair. So they're going to do what?
They're going to total it.
They're going to total it.
Yep. Have gap insurance, folks. Have gap insurance.
Airfare, think twice about flying, 31.4% increase. Public transportation, 20.8. Gasoline, 100%.
100%. Wow. And we stopped the pipeline. We stopped drilling. That was very helpful.
Car insurance is up 40%. But don't worry, because what about the weekly average wages?
Okay, but wait a second. I thought Uncle Joe's supposed to be on Mount Rushmore. Who said that? Nancy?
Yeah.
Well, I think she needs to be on there too. Well, I won't go there like I really want to.
With all of those increases of cost of living and a realized supposedly inflation rate of less than 4%, then surely wages are up, I would say 75%, have to be for that to be real. But however, real average weekly wages are down 4.2%.
Okay. So Patty, you just appropriately gave what happens if Kamala wins. It's going to be more of the same. The middle class will be eroded almost completely. Taxes will go through the roof. Government control will be there. I anticipate that the stock market will still crash. Okay? It'll still crash. They might have an early boost like it did right after Biden won, but the volatility is going to be through the roof. But at this point, here's the problem. Because of the way the Feds have gone about the interest rates, it's not going to work. Lowering the interest rates is not going to work. So I think we're going to look at probably a 60 to 70% correction in stocks. I think we're looking at that much in housing. All right. We had a conversation with a client yesterday about paying off the house. I said, wait. I said, my advice is wait. I said, you can afford it. You got the tax write-off from it. Just wait right now, because you might pay down your house and then all of a sudden the price of that house goes down. So you threw away good money after bad money from the standpoint of time value of money. All right. One of the big mistakes people make is they rush through getting out of debt. We've got clients that come to see us and say, hey, I want to pay off the house. So I'm going to take money from my IRA until I bring them back to reason. And usually it's a balance like 100,000, 150,000. Maybe the home's worth 400,000 or 500,000. And I said, so you're going to get double whammy. You're going to pay tax on that money. You're going to lose the time value of money. And where can you buy that house now? All right. And I said, if you absolutely can't sleep, I said, it's your money. You do what you want to do. But my advice is I'm supposed to advise you on what to do. How many people have we helped in that process?
Absolutely.
Now, you have Dave Ramsey that'll tell everybody, get out of debt, get out of debt. You have Robert Kiyosaki saying, learn how to use debt. I go with the latter. You learn how to use it. Donald Trump says, learn how to use debt. And he also says low interest rates are a big winner. So let's back up to what you said. Very well said. Good article that you read. So basically, folks, here's your options. And I want to speak to all races, all genders, everybody that's listening to this show. Maya Angelou made a statement that I have learned to pay attention to. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Okay?
Amen.
Believe them. So what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So why would a Kamala Harris win be any different than it was under Joe Biden, except maybe she's awake and she laughs more?
Only when you
Okay.
get towards the narration.
Or cackles or whatever. Okay. And look, I'm not trying to be critical. I think you can tell my opinion, but again, they have shown me, they have shown us who they are. If you're better now than you were before, go for it. Okay? If you can genuinely say that. All I can tell you, I was told that when I got health care, I didn't have to change doctors. I'm gonna get a benefit. Guess who's paying for everybody else who's getting the benefit of not changing doctors?
You stay out of
The
my
people who had no insurance.
I didn't do
before.
anything, just
You
here.
and boast
I know
for
what
its
you
wiles.
did. I know what
But guess
you're
who's
out.
got
No,
a
Don't go in my
$20,000 expense
nostrils.
before my
Yeah.
policy
Yes, you
pays
did.
anything? Okay? That's what it boils down to.
Too many
So,
drinks. Don't laugh.
couple of stories there, folks. So think about what I'm saying. All right.
Thinking,
We're going to go to
I
a
can't
Trump
pay
victory.
attention.
Okay. Now I'm going to say something that's going to be controversial.
No.
And sorry, Pat. I'm going to say something that's controversial. And the reason I'm going to say it is I want people that if they want to take an advantage of a guaranteed 8% roll up for income, they've got another 2 weeks to do that. Now we have 10% guarantees, 12% guarantees. We have an account that's adding 47% to your retirement account. Folks, that is not a mistake. 47% to your retirement account. If you're an older person and you're just taking RMDs, that's a great account to park your money, because in 10 years, that's a 4.7% average of growth on your account plus whatever it performs. Okay. So if Trump wins,
Be careful.
we need to go
You
back
be careful.
to a different system of healthcare.
It's not me.
And Tom, you're right.
Trying to get inside my
You're
mind.
right with what you're saying. So if Trump wins, we go to a different style of healthcare. But here's what I'm going to say that's very controversial. I want you to sit on this for a second between the break.
Okay.
I think they're going to try to kick the can down the road again. The feds are going to try to lower the rate a little bit, and it'll have a very short-term effect. And they're going to wait till Donald Trump gets elected, and then the market crashes. That's my opinion. Now, if the Republicans win Congress, that'll be good, because then it won't be the gridlock that we experienced in his first term. I do think that Trump will stimulate the economy like Ronald Reagan did after Jimmy Carter. You all remember inflation. He will strategically lower the interest rates. And so even though they might try to crash the market and make it as hard for them as they can, okay, whoever they are, you all figure out who they are. All right. I believe that those policies will work. Folks, stay tuned. We are out of time. Call us at 800-440-0434. Go to mymoneyissafe.com. We'll be right back.
They're coming to take me away, ha-ha. They're coming to take me away, ho-ho, hee-hee, ha-ha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cook your food, I clean your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds. Ah, well, you just wait. They'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the...
Attention retirees. Right now, you have an opportunity to add anywhere from 10 to 47% to your retirement account. That is not a gimmick. This is real money. This is not going to be available much longer. 8% guarantees, 10%, 12% guarantees. They are going away. And I just played the song on our show. They're coming to take us away. Well, folks, we're not crazy. This is real. Call us at 800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com.
Experience the best selection of cigars and accessories in the country. Corona Cigar is located at 4142 West Boy Scout Boulevard across from International Plaza, or visit coronacigar.com.
With SRN News, I'm Michael Harrington in Washington.
Thank you.
Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah have launched their heaviest exchange of fire in months of strikes and counterstrikes, raising fears of an all-out war that could potentially draw in the U.S., Iran, and terrorist groups across the region. By mid-morning today, it appeared the exchange of fire had ended, with both sides saying they had only aimed at military targets. Lebanese authorities say the Israeli airstrikes killed 3 people. No reports of casualties on the Israeli side. German police say a 26-year-old man has turned himself in, saying he was responsible for the weekend deadly knife attack in the city of Solingen that left 3 people dead and 8 wounded at a festival marking the city's 650th anniversary. Police say that the man, quote, stated he was responsible for the attack. Yesterday, ISIS claimed responsibility without proof. This is SRN News.
Charlie Kirk sees the impact he has on America.
If looks could kill, I would not be alive today. This program, this show, it does not just penetrate right-wing circles. It doesn't just get to swing voters. Left-wingers and left-wing activists are very, very well aware of the power of Real America's Voice, of the Charlie Kirk Show.
The Charlie Kirk Show. Afternoons at 2, right after Dennis Prager at noon on AM 860, The Answer, and theanswertampa.com. Helping you get where you're trying to go. Get digital media solutions for your business. Visit surroundtampa.com. Surroundtampa.com.
For today, intervals of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in spots with a high of 93. Tonight becoming partly cloudy, low 78. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm in spots in the late afternoon with a high of 91. Tomorrow night partly cloudy, low 78. Get your weather news when and how you want it wherever you are. Download our free app or visit AccuWeather.com. That's your AccuWeather forecast. I'm Caitlin Lawrence for AM 860, The Answer.
They're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, ho, hee hee, haha. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time. And I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away.
Welcome back, folks. This is Greg Ellie of the Prosperity Group. The song you heard, you were talking about the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result, right? So the reality is that's called insanity. So as a result of that statement, I played the popular song, I think it was like in 1966 or 67, They're Coming to Take You Away. Ha ha, hee hee, ho ho. So that's what I just played. Really to bring people to understand the insanity of what's going on. All right. And let me tell you what happened, folks. On our Facebook broadcast, when I played that song, I think it shifted something in the algorithm because it put on there like 500 screens. Okay, I'm not kidding. Go back and look. Is somebody listening to us? Oh my goodness. Like, how how low can you go or how strange can it get? That's what we've got to figure out, folks. That's what we've got to figure out. So, Patty, we were talking about if Trump wins, and I said something controversial. I said, I believe they will crash the market. All right. And I mean that. I think they will crash the market. I think he's smart enough to know what to do if he can get the cooperation. So I think it's crucial that the Republicans maintain control of the Congress. If they don't, then it's going to be very tough. So a retiree, how do we relate this to retiree? Okay. All right. To a retiree. What I'm telling you, folks, regardless of who wins, you need to take advantage of these opportunities that we're talking about. Now, let me go over these opportunities right now because this is big. We've got an account that will add 47% to your retirement account. Okay, that's not a mistake. 47% to your retirement account. So what am I saying? I'm telling you that there's an opportunity that's not around very long that I believe you need to take advantage of. I really do. And this is crucial. All right. This is crucial. If you don't take advantage of this opportunity, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. So again, what can we do, folks? What can we do? So right now, Patty, we have an account perfect for somebody who has an IRA and they're just taking required minimum distribution. And they say, I want to leave a nice benefit to my family because it falls within the distribution rules of the IRA.
Absolutely.
All right. This is going to be around short-lived,
Mm-hmm.
but they will add 47%. And I think this is a great strategy for somebody who's over 70 years old to consider that only plans on taking their RMD. Okay. They will add 47% to your account. There's no fees on this account. It's insulated. It's safe based on the claims paying of the insurance company. It's using an insurance strategy. So listen to the numbers, folks. This is not a gimmick. And by the way, folks, you can reach us at 1-800-440-0434, or you can go to mymoneyissafe.com. All right. mymoneyissafe.com. So that means they're going to add 47% to your retirement account. All right. So that means if I got $1 million, they're going to add $470,000 to your retirement account. That is not an error. That's not a misquote. I want to be clear about that. And so this is huge. This is huge. You're able to do that, folks. You're able to take advantage of these strategies.
Right. And like you said, the strategy that you're discussing, adding the 47%, is going to be good until August the 26th.
Oh, thank you for clearing that up, Patty. So that's good till August 26th.
Right. And and now they may extend it. Depending on what's going on, but with the environment like it is today, I don't think that would happen.
I think they'll reduce it substantially.
I do too. But right now they're saying August the 26th.
So folks, did you hear? That's one example of something we're able to help with. The other example is we've got an account that will add 8% compounded to your money for income. So that means you're getting what's called a roll-up of 8%. All right. This is a big payout. So if you have an account that's older than 2022, you could substantially increase your income, even for those of you who have triggered income. This is big. And this is an account that works. In fact, if you've heard us before, if you've met with us before, you might want to meet again. These are numbers that I have not seen in my career, really ever. The last time I saw 8% guaranteed for income was in 2011. All right, started in 2009, lasted to 2011. So this opportunity is big. We have other accounts that'll add as much as 18% first dollar into your account. We have accounts that will do a blend. Folks, those of you who need income, and listen to me very carefully, if the Democrats get elected, you better have a vehicle to guarantee you more income. If the Republicans get elected, then, actually on both sides, you need the right tax strategy. I believe you need the right tax strategy, period, because people have the wrong tax strategy. They are already talking, the Democrats are talking about raising the tax on Social Security. My guess is they're going to try to get 100% of your Social Security taxed. None of it should be taxed. Okay? So this is important, what I'm saying, folks. This is really important. So if Trump wins, think about what I just said. So for those of you who are staying on the sidelines because you say there's an election coming, I'm going to wait to see what's going on, I believe you are jeopardizing and putting your money at risk. There's another group, folks. Patty, there's another group, current 401k holders.
Oh, absolutely.
If you are 59 and a half and you can do an in-service rollover, call us, because now is the time to do an in-service rollover before the money goes down. How much money did you lose in your 401k last week? Let me ask our listeners. But don't worry, it'll come back. It always does, right?
But guess what? Just imagine if you were planning on retiring.
Mm-hmm.
Did that dip? make it necessary for you to work longer, possibly?
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I want to retire at 65.
And how much do you need to do
Yeah.
to retire at that? And not only that, with the cost of living increasing, I mean, there are just so many things that we could help you with. Like Greg said, as far as taking advantage of these promotions and the tax planning, because that is one surefire way to give yourself a hedge and an upper hand on the future and the taxation.
Absolutely. Folks, you can reach us at 800-440-0434, or you can go to mymoneyissafe.com. Mymoneyissafe.com. Folks, you can also get our book. My first book, the Prosperity Plan ABCs. Get a copy of the book. We are giving away the copy of the book. We are also offering a white paper in regards to the election. If you want to see what's going on regarding the election, how it could affect your retirement. But again, I want to appeal to people that have a 401k. They need to protect their money like never before right now. Like never before. So this is really, really important, folks. It's really, really important. So folks, if you want to get a copy of the book, give us a call, 1-800-440-0434. Go to mymoneyissafe.com. mymoneyissafe.com. Patty, all right. Do you think we've outlined effectively what happens if Trump wins or if Kamala wins? Is there more you think we need to add?
I think the key thing is to be aware and to plan.
Right.
I think that's the key thing. I think that we need to realize that whoever is in office, whoever does win, we're going to go through some pain growing, hopefully, years.
Yes.
And talk to your financial advisor. Please call us. We'd love to give you our perspective on it, of how to do that best.
Yes.
Because it's time to be strategic.
Absolutely.
Because you can't trust them to take care of you.
Patty, if people have their head in the sands, they got to come up for air. Folks, if you want to learn how to get an 8% guarantee, how to add 16%, 10%, 25%, 32%, 47% to your retirement account, give us a call. 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. Those of you on Facebook, love to hear your comments on that. I really do. So take advantage of these strategies, folks. Take advantage of these strategies. It's very, very, very important. So, folks, you want a copy of the book? Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When my eyes fail to see and it seems impossible to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a 401k right now and you are 59 and a half or approaching 59 and a half, or you haven't done this strategy, it's called an in-service rollover. I believe now is a crucial time to do that to protect your accounts. If you want to learn how to add 25 to 47% to your retirement accounts, call us 800-440-0434. Go to mymoneyissafe.com.
Well, summer is upon us and the weather is beautiful. Everyone has a favorite outdoor activity: golf, bike riding, bird watching, long walks. Ask 100 people and you'll get 100 answers. But if everyday aches and pains are keeping you on the sidelines, I have one answer: Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a unique formula of natural ingredients. It doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it. Wherever you're hurting, back, neck, joints, or muscles, in 3 weeks or less, you'll start to feel the difference difference all day, every day. So whatever you like to do, swimming, pickleball, hanging out in the garden, Relief Factor can help you feel good again and let you enjoy all your favorite outdoor activities all summer long. ReliefFactor.com, 1-800-4RELIEF, 1-800-473-5433. Fight pain naturally with Relief Factor.
Welcome back, listeners. This is Greg Ellie of the Prosperity Group. And folks, we are on Facebook Live when we record the show. So you can go to Prosperity Group at Facebook Live and you can listen to the shows or watch the shows. I mean, one of the participants on Facebook, a loyal listener, Tom, he said, what do I think about the last few days? Okay. And he's referring to the volatile, I almost said Molotov cocktail. That's the cocktail people are sitting on right now, by the way, Molotov cocktail. I really believe that. I believe these are the birth pains of the risk of the market. I almost get the feeling, and I'm not saying this is accurate, but think about it, that there's a desensitization process.
Mm-hmm.
That when this happens again, people will not react. And those are people that are very, very vulnerable. They're very, very vulnerable, folks. It is crucial. It is crucial. All right. Give us a call at 1-800-440-0434. You need to hover into safety. I really believe that. I'm not saying, bury your money in the sand by any means, but you need to hunker into safety. All right. That's crucial. That's crucial. Patty, we've covered a multitude of things right here. What's your thoughts?
I think that what you said is accurate. I think that people are being lured into a false sense of security.
Right.
By having the market up and down and supported again. It's like, oh, well, we're not at the point to where it's like a reset. It's not going to keep going down. We're not going to, we've had like umpteen years of growth. We're not going to have, 125% times that of deceleration and of recession, et cetera. It's just been propped up so much. And so they're having that false sense. That's one thought. The other thought, I'm sure we have listeners out there that have been blessed beyond, and they're worried about their family.
Right.
And that's one thing that we haven't addressed today that we do address on our other shows. But we think that we're able to help clients with that we're not at liberty to really discuss right now, but it's a great way to preserve your wealth and to pass it on to your loved ones so that you can secure their future. So that should there be a dichotomy of classes, that they don't end up on the wrong side of that
right
dichotomy.
Right.
We're here to help you with that too. And it's a really phenomenal tool. So there's a lot of things that we do have available that we can help our clients with through this transition that we, the United States, are going through.
Well, it's true. It's true. This is a huge transition that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And folks, let me tell you something right now that are listening to the show. Taxes are at risk. If you don't do tax strategies, we met with a client and we talked to them about the P-strip strategy. In fact, we met with some clients yesterday, and not everybody understands the P-slip strategy. They get confused. And so they're not sure.
They're not sure. But what I did like is that, I mean, absolutely, we are not a one size fits all. Right. We are very customized. So everything we say is not going to be for everybody. But what I do love about the clients that we met with yesterday is they are thinking twice about the direction they had originally were so married to, and that is paying off that mortgage.
Yes. Yes.
They're finally like, no, wait a minute. Okay, you have been saying this, and we've bought into the smart money strategy. Okay, we've got that going. And I hear what you're saying now, and I see where there's some validity to that, and etc. And so that's just the kind of thing that we do. I mean, it may not make sense immediately to you, and it may not ever make sense to you, but then it may.
You know, Patty, it's like somebody builds a Tesla,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure how it runs. I know it runs.
It's freaked. I mean, for you, okay, a lot of you listeners are probably a lot smarter than me. So what I mean by that is that, you know how you watch the shows on TV and the sci-fi things, and a cyborg, you open up the brain and there's not all the ooey gooey stuff. There's just like all and it just looks really freaky, scary.
Right.
That is the feeling I got when I looked under the hood of your car the first time. I am a girl engine nerd. I love cars.
And there's no engine when you looked under
Oh,
there.
honey. It was horrible. I was just wanted to shut it real close because I didn't see. I was like, it just freaked me out.
I know.
It was like somebody else is driving it. Somebody else is controlling that.
It is very strange.
But anyway, you said about Tesla.
So, but here's the point of what I'm saying. You know, not everybody understands the components or why things work the way they do. But here's what most people understand. Taxes. They understand that they pay either high number of taxes or they reduce their taxes. Here's the big problem. You have people doing it the wrong way, where they're making taxes wrong, and they're getting people to make dumb decisions, and they're making the agents making money at the client's expense. Here's what you need to think. If the majority of your money is pre-tax money, IRA, 401k money, and you don't have a tax strategy, and our prosperity plan it's called Prosperity Plan. It's my next book, 7 Steps to a More Prosperous Retirement. All right. These are accounts that can make a big difference in the way we set it up for you right now. We also have the Prosperity Retirement Money Map. All right. And we can calculate the income with you, everything. So this is really, really important, what we're saying. Okay. You can take advantage of these sound strategies right now. You can really take advantage of things, folks. You need to call us at 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. That's mymoneyissafe.com. We can give you strategies that will absolutely protect and prepare you from what you need to be ready for. I mean, this is crucial. This is crucial right now. So again, Republicans win, Democrats win. The strategies are still the same. They're still the same for now. At least through the next year, next to 12 months. Now, I'm talking the strategies we use for our clients. If you want to learn how to take advantage of these strategies right now, you need to call us at 1-800-440-0434 or go to mymoneyissafe.com. I'm gonna say one more thing. And then Patty, I want your comments on it. I still have a feeling there's something else coming up between now and the election. There's something coming that may affect things. Okay. Thank God President Trump was saved by mere inches. But some of you may have heard I can't think of his name right now, Jesse Waters on Fox News talk about how they have not even have sharpshooter detail for the president. The first one that they did was the rally that he got shot at. Isn't that interesting? So when they finally put the sharpshooters in place, there's an attempt on his life and he's saved because I believe an angel turned his head. That's how crazy this is, folks. And I'm going to tell you something. If it was Joe Biden that it happened to, I'd be saying the same thing. Because we don't want to see any of this happen to anybody on each side. There's too much vitriol and hate right now that's being put out there because people don't agree with each other politically. I've posted a few things on Facebook and oh my goodness, my Christian friends, my non-Christian friends, it's embarrassing when I see some of the comments. Now, I will say this, recently I posted something and everybody was very polite. So I think they learned from one time I posted something and I reprimanded everybody. I said, you know what? This is America. Sometimes you can agree to disagree. and still be friends and still be family members. I know family members that are divided because one side of the family voted for Trump, the other ones didn't, and now they don't talk to each other. How stupid. How dumb is that?
That is dumb.
I mean, that's just, I'm sorry, folks. So, folks, you can reach us at 1-800-440-0434. Go to mymoneyissafe.com. Any closing thoughts, Patty, right now? We got a little bit of time left.
I think that it is time to stay vigilant. I think that it is time to look above in more than one way. And for us to search our hearts,
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
preserve that which we have been blessed with.
Yeah.
Can you hear me, Doc? Hello.
I think you're absolutely right. I think we have to be in a mode
Hello,
where
Doc.
we are establishing
Can you hear
our
me?
income and our guaranteed money.
Right. We can help you with that. And, please let us do that. And if
Come in,
you
Doc.
have,
Can you hear me?
if you're listening to this and
Hello,
we're
Doc.
not able to
Can you
help
hear me?
you, but you know someone that we could possibly help, please refer them to the show or give them our contact information.
Yes, absolutely. One of the comments was, are we to be cautious or is this a buying opportunity? It may be a buying opportunity of some select things, but right now, I think this is a time to preserve and reallocate into some of these safe money strategies. Folks, thank you so much for tuning in today. God bless you. We'll see you next week. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning to the Prosperity Hour. We so enjoy being with you this hour and doing the show and talking about retirement strategies. We are entering into an election year. I believe taxes, there's a huge vulnerability for taxes right now and a huge risk to your retirement accounts. If you want to learn how to protect things, call us at 800-440-0434. Go to mymoneysafe.com. We'll see you next week. God bless you.
The preceding is sponsored by Prosperity Group, LLC, and is a pre-recorded program. To learn more, visit mymoneyissafe.com. That's mymoneyissafe.com.
The secular crew sees misleading advertising.
It's the definition of what should be fake news. They are legitimately creating headlines that do not exist, running them as ads with the hyperlink taking you to legitimate.
Doc, are you there? I can't hear you yet.
Legitimate news sources. The AP, Time, Reuters, all of these, by the way, funded by the Harris campaign.
Secular. Afternoons at 5, right before Larry Elder at 6 on AM 860 The Answer and theanswertampa.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6745. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6745. That's 800-575-6745. Tax Relief Advocates, real solutions for real people.
Despite overwhelming support from Democrats and Republicans, time is running out for Congress to pass the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act, which will keep AM radio in cars. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
The best way to protect your family from the effects of a hurricane is to make a disaster plan. In the same way you plan for your family, it's important to also make a plan for your pets. Making a pet plan ensures you know what to do for your pets when a storm threatens your community. You can locate pet-friendly shelters, find a list of supplies you may need to bring with you, and other information that can help you and your pets evacuate quickly and safely by visiting makeapetplan.com. This message is sponsored by the Florida
WGUL and W229DJ Dunedin. Powered by Prosperity Group. Come grow with us and reach your retirement goals.
Experience the best selection of cigars and accessories in the country. Corona Cigar is located at 4142 West Boy Scout Boulevard across from International Plaza, or visit coronacigar.com.
With SRN News, I'm Michael Harrington in Washington. Abortion was a key focus during the just concluded Democratic National Convention. White House correspondent Greg Clugston reports.
Freedom is a central theme of Kamala Harris's presidential campaign, and it was featured prominently by Democrats at their convention. Most notably, they firmly tied the concept of freedom to the fight over abortion access. They view it as a winning political issue after the overturning of Roe v. Wade 2 years ago. Democrats also used the freedom argument to slam Republicans on other social issues, from LGBTQ rights to the spread of book bans in schools. Greg Clugston, Chicago.
Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah have launched their heaviest exchanges of fire after months of strikes and counterstrikes, raising fears of an all-out war that could potentially draw in the U.S., Iran, and terror groups all across the region. By mid-morning today, it appeared the exchange of fire had ended. Pre-COVID-19 tests are coming back.
U.S. households will be able to order up to 4 COVID-19 nasal swab tests when the federal program reopens in September. That's according to the website covidtest.gov. No exact date has been given. A government spokesperson said the test will detect current virus strains and can be ordered ahead of the holiday season when family and friends gather for celebrations. The government is also urging people to get an updated booster. Earlier this week, regulators approved an updated vaccine that's designed to combat recent virus strains. I'm Shelley Adler.
Tropical storm Hone has increased to a Category 1 hurricane and is continuing its steady approach toward Hawaii. The Central Pacific Hurricane Center in Honolulu says Hone had top winds of 75 miles per hour at last check, could make landfall today. This is SRN News.
Dennis Prager here. Join me on an unforgettable cruise to the Caribbean this November. We'll cruise to the vibrant islands of Half Moon Cay, Curacao, Bonaire, Turks and Caicos, and much more. We'll be joined by special guest Sean McDowell, and we'll both be sharing insights into current events in a way I hope energizes and challenges you. Secure your spot before space runs out by calling 855-565-5519 or book online at pragercruise.com.
Despite overwhelming support from Republicans and Democrats, time is running out for Congress to pass the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act, which will keep AM radio in all cars. Text AM to 52886. That's AM to 52886. And ask Congress to bring this bill to a vote right now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass us by. Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop. This message is furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Helping you get where you're trying to go. Get digital media solutions for your business. Visit surroundtampa.com. Surroundtampa.com. Just when you thought your smartphone couldn't get any smarter, now you can add the AM860 app with local news, national headlines, and commentary. The answer is smart. Adding the AM860 app to your smartphone is genius. Get it now at the Apple App Store and Google Play.
For today, intervals of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in spots with a high of 93. Tonight becoming partly cloudy, low 78. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm in spots in the late afternoon with a high of 91. Tomorrow night partly cloudy, low 78. Get your weather news when and how you want it wherever you are. Download our free app or visit AccuWeather.com. That's your AccuWeather forecast. I'm Caitlin Lawrence for AM 860, The Answer.
The following program is sponsored by Bay Area Medical Can Care Clinic.
Go, Doc. Hey, doctor, you there, sir? Good morning. I'm fine, thanks. Oh, somebody sent it to me. Okay, well, I'm all for that. No distractions then. Need a reboot. That's my solution to every computer problem, Doc. It's a reboot. Okay, then that's probably not the problem. Well, we'll muddle through on the phone then. Why did you? Daryl Hall from Hall and Oates in the hospital with COVID right now. So it's still out there, folks. Don't think it's gone.
The new vaccine because it has the strain. Yep.
Well, I'll be at your office on Tuesday. We're doing some. Oh, okay. Oh, my dreams come true. That's right. Now, just dropping off some blood for you. It's that time of the year, I guess.
Now they can still practice medicine no longer have the status of board certification. I think and they are not going to be able to get on a hospital staff. If they're on one, they'll be kicked off. So this very and people that are
Right. It was used for horses or something, wasn't it?
yeah, used for parasites. The reality that the vaccines work and the side effect profile is very and the milder if you get the vaccine. And I'm going to guess that the Paxil, the antiviral drug, if that's taken early, will have as much benefit as the vaccine. The two together will probably have tremendous benefit preventing long COVID, which is an autoimmune disease, or psychiatric illness that with it, that's depression, psychosis, anxiety. And so I think it's really important that people consider the significance of getting this, or consider these I was on the radio, internet, during COVID, preaching all of this, the algorithm kicking me off Facebook and YouTube. You guys probably on.
Well, you kept me alive, Doc, and I appreciate it. Okay. Well, I appreciate it. My kids appreciate it, I'm sure. My wife might even appreciate it.
Why?
You never know. That's right. But did she call you? Did she call you and say, "Don't give it to him"? That's going to cost us $30. I don't know if it's worth it. Well, it harms the whole when that happens. It harms the whole vaccination process. I mean, everything from like polio vaccines. There are a few people I think would doubt that polio vaccine is effective. So,
yeah, there are people that there are small group of people.
yeah, so vaccines work.
Long life, more than anything else, and vaccination, more than anything that's been proven over and over and over again, more than antibiotics, more than heart intervention, more than fluids, more than blood, vaccination.
All right. Well, you've been on top of it since day one with the vaccinations. So
I know, and that Facebook, YouTube never apologize.
I know it's sad. What do you expect from billionaires?
Yeah, want to manipulate it to their own ends. And that reminds me, Kennedy dropped out, Robert F. Jr.
Right.
And he's thrown Trump. And so the left wing press is saying, well, you know what? If he gets more votes, Trump's down at easy.
Oh yeah. This election is going to be razor thin. The victory. And then there's a certain segment of the voters who would just vote his name.
Yeah, they would vote for Harris or Trump.
Right. So now the problem is he's trying to get off. I guess he missed the deadline in Nevada, I think it was, to get off the ballot because they don't want him getting votes on his own. They want him counting for Trump, of course. So he's got to get off all the ballots in the swing states, especially. And he missed Nevada by like 2 weeks. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. True, he could, yes. And that's really all that counts, isn't it? It's not really the popular vote.
And that's because all states, you allowed everything to be by popular vote. You know, you'd have the 5 states deciding every election. I mean, it'd be California, New York, Texas, Florida, and Ohio, and that's not going to work. I don't think you would never ever get a change in the Constitution. You'd never get 37 states to agree to a popular vote.
Oh, never. No. No, 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 no. I mean, what? The entire state of Montana probably has less people than New York City. So you know, it's just you can't have that kind of lopsided rule. Wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. So the rural states had to be protected in the Constitution, and they are, and it's a good thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're not going to be out in Nebraska somewhere listening to somebody in New York tell you what to do. That's right.
And so
And it's worked pretty well. So
in the left of
well, then preach. You know, get your electoral numbers. That's why I thought when she picked Walls that she made a mistake. She should have gone with Shapiro because Ohio has more electoral votes.
yeah. Well, I think that Trump did the right thing.
What state is he from? I can't remember what state he is from. He's from Ohio as well. Okay. Well, then, yeah, he made the right choice.
I think he can pull Wisconsin in and Pennsylvania.
And the whole breadbasket, too. Kansas and all that.
You know, you also got to look at realize that if it's they will answer the phone. I've hung up on.
No, just lie to him. Just tell him something. Just tell him the opposite of what you're really thinking. Play with him. Now, just play with him for a while. Play games with him. So it does make a difference. So Kennedy can make a difference. Is where we started on this whole thing. Kennedy can make a difference, even if it's only 1 or 2%.
You know, it's not going to take much.
One vote will win it. Let's make sure it's yours.
So, did you hear about that billionaire Lynch and his yacht over there in the Mediterranean?
Yeah, I heard his mast was too tall.
Well, that's the manufacturer says no, that's not true. They're claiming that the boat was not properly secured, the hatches were not battened down, cabin doors were not all shut, and so and they were broadside to the wave, and when the wave came over, it just swamped the boat and sunk it immediately.
Well,
it's like 4 a.m, I think, when it happened, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I think they were all sleeping. Yeah.
By the time they woke up, probably too late. They were all. The Italians are trying to go after the captain for involuntary manslaughter, and the captain of the other yacht that was moored next to them, he actually knew what to do and turned his boat in a manner that it would not be affected. Because if you go broadside, as you can imagine, you can swamp a boat. But if you go nose in or tail into it, it's the wave. You probably can ride over it.
Yeah, you turn into the wind. That's an old saying, isn't it? Yes. In a storm, you turn into the wind. Well, still, you're the captain. Of course. Oh, why not?
You know, now in the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Global warming.
I overcooked my pizza yesterday, Doc. I'm blaming global warming.
You know, my internet went down.
Global warming?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Certainly. Yeah.
But I don't know why. What happened with my computer? Must be mad at me.
So you have internet. You can like search for material if you wanted to look for it, but you can't talk to me. Okay.
We'll see after the show. Hey, do you have that other phone line still open?
No, I don't think so. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, that's not even up. Let me try that. There.
Last day. They're elected. So, not as good for Republican candidate, right? But she does say that she does not want to see Del Tolo get back in. Del Tolo is the representative last year, so that could bring the balance in the House. And it looks like the Republican convention state.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You'll split. Yeah. Yeah. Well, somebody had to go. Right. So.
They had to go. She's out, and that should be a good thing for the Republicans across the country. I don't know. It's shaping. But, you know,
There are a lot of people out there not paying attention yet. It's still summer. Kids just got back in school. So. Yeah. Right. Probably. A lot of people just don't pay that much attention. They just don't. I mean, look at the numbers from the primary in Florida for voter turnout. It was like 17%.
Yep.
That's terrible. Just terrible. It really is.
that's about it.
But the sad thing is that people don't realize they're choosing, the school boards and things like that. It's not just president. And these are the people who raise your taxes, folks. It's the people on the school boards, county boards, township boards. Those are the people, fire district boards. Those are the people who are voting for tax increases for you.
Yeah.
It is.
Never voted.
And who's going to pay for that? I mean, is that something you want to put your resources into?
You would be.
It doesn't work. Somebody's got to buy the crayons. That's right.
Yeah. Like, we are.
Yeah.
You're not even asked about your part. Yeah, well, that's only paying $19.95.
Those who pay the premiums and the taxes. That's right. And it will never end, I don't think. But now, if you take a look at the alternative, I mean, you want to go to one, Medicare for all kind of thing. That'd be terrible. Talk about taxes.
How do you separate it down? And what would happen is the government would turn around and farm out the administration of the government. You know that?
No, it just pays the bill.
They pay the insurance companies out for patients, and then the insurance companies have to manage the program, and the federal government gives them some guidelines like you don't need more than 3 days of hospitalization for simple pneumonia because we've done studies and we're not going to pay for it. So insurance companies turn around and tell the hospitals, you got 3 days, get them out.
Mm-hmm.
And if you run over that length, pay you a penny more than the 3 days. Did you know that?
I didn't know that's exactly how it worked. Really. Well, then then the patient if he has to stay there, they'd pick up the next day, wouldn't they?
No.
Hmm.
You're not bill Medicare patient
If you're on Medicare. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hospital patients that stay 5 days, hospital can't bill. They can't bill the extra $2,000. They can only get that $600 copay.
And they can't kick the patient out either. Mm-hmm. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, well. Yeah, he was. That's right. He's Dr. Death. Yeah, he was popular there for a week or so.
And I think law in place. I think so.
Somebody out there does, yeah. That is very convenient. Yes. You can OD right there in the car, and take care of both things, take care of both problems at the same time. Certainly. How many people are dying every year by it? Yeah. So yeah, probably very true, Doc. Yeah, it is kind of sad. Yeah. But yeah, you talk to any coroner in the country, they'll tell you it's an epidemic. You know what it's time for, Doc? It is time for a question. And a cup of Joe. Question and a cup of Joe, we call this segment. That's right. 877-969-8600, the number to call, 877-969-8600. Up for grabs to your Dr. Bill, your Radio MD coffee mugs. And they go to the first person with the correct answer. By the way, one winner every 30 days, please. And they go to the first person who can correctly answer this question. Doc is on the phone today because something happened at his house this morning as he was getting ready to go on. What happened? What went out? We think. They'll come back, Doc. Believe me. First caller with the correct answer, 877-969-8600, will win the two Dr. Bill, your Radio MD coffee mugs. Ain't that right, Doc?
Michael Harrington in Washington. Israel and Lebanon's Hezbollah have launched their heaviest exchange of fire in months of strikes and counterstrikes, raising fears of an all-out war in the U.S. Today, it appeared the exchange of fire had ended, with both sides saying they had only aimed at targets. People, no reports of casualties on the Israeli side. German police say a 26-year-old man has turned himself in, saying he was responsible for the weekend deadly knife attack in the city of Solingen that left 3 people dead and 8 wounded at a festival marking the city's 650th anniversary. But before the act yesterday, responsibility without proof. It's SRN News.
Medical, located at 6399 38th Avenue North in St. Pete, 727-384-6411, 727-384-6411. Full service clinic with x-ray, heart imaging, ultrasound, stress testing, and minor surgery. We provide quality health care in a warm and friendly atmosphere. We are multilingual, well-trained, and certified. Most American insurance and new patients accepted. Bay Area Medical, Home of Can Care, 727-384-6411, 727-384-6411. Dr. Bill here. With social distancing and sheltering in place, telemedicine is here. Bay Area Medical Home of Can Care Clinic offers telemedicine for new and established patients. You can see me without an in-office visit. Schedule an appointment at 727-384-6411, 727-384-6411. When it's time for your appointment, type this web address into your cell phone or computer web browser, doxy.me/Bay Area Med. A cell phone works well and is all you really need. For computers, you need a web camera and speakers. We'll give you this address when you call for your appointment. We accept most insurances and travel insurances. Canadians and visitors, please call your travel insurance company for an authorization number prior to the visit. Copays and deductibles apply. Self-pay rates are available. Just ask. We accept credit cards, PayPal, and Stripe. 727-384-6411, 727-384-6411. Dr. Bill here. My friends at St. Pete MRI and Sleep Diagnostics are your best choice for state-of-the-art MRI, CT, and sleep studies. Quality unsurpassed. 25 years experience makes St. Pete MRI my go-to imaging center. Self-pay rates are competitive and out-of-pocket cost a fraction of a hospital. Conveniently accessible from both sides of the bay at 750 94th Avenue North, St. Pete, near the Gandy. 727-577-2220, 727-577-2220.
Helping you get where you're trying to go. Get digital media solutions for your business. Visit surroundtampa.com. Surroundtampa.com.
For today, intervals of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in spots with a high of 93. Tonight becoming partly cloudy, low 78. Tomorrow mostly cloudy with a thunderstorm in spots in the late afternoon with a high of 91. Tomorrow night partly cloudy, low 78. Get your weather news when and how you want it wherever you are. Download our free app or visit AccuWeather.com. That's your AccuWeather forecast. I'm Caitlin Lawrence for AM 860, The Answer.
Yeah, we're back, Doc. How you doing, buddy? Did you have a nice break? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you took care of all that. We have a winner. We have a winner, sort of. We sort of have George McGee, but George won 2 weeks ago, so he's within his 30 days. So
hang in there.
but he did know that you lost your cable, which is why you're on the phone today. Thanks to everybody who called in. We appreciate it.
On live.
Technology, we're all so dependent upon it now. It's kind of scary, really, considering. Yeah, but there's so many people trying to take it down. So many people trying to interfere, do us, harm. Was Lincoln a micromanager? Was he micromanaging the Civil War?
He had his thumb. He said, I don't care. It's light.
He wins, yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
I think.
And why miles of supplies behind them,
Yeah.
So. Yeah, they watching something on the Discovery Channel not too long ago where they say the railroads actually were so much better in the northern sector that the South never really had a chance because there was going to be a war of attrition at the end.
Northerners, Lincoln and Grant and Sherman and all those guys. It'd be almost impossible to keep the South back in the Appalachian. Just, did a Vietnam style attack and run.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We caused chaos everywhere. So.
Yeah. Wouldn't have been a good situation. And even Lee. That are starving. And remember that they have a Navy, much of a Navy either. So the North was industrial. That's the South. Was the agricultural country at that time. And most of it came in from outside of the country because of the South.
Oh, sure. Yeah, raw materials, man. Give us that cotton, You got to make
cotton. And
tobacco and all that stuff.
You know what Washington got into? He got the red winter meat. It was worth it.
There you go. So.
There's no money in tobacco. That market's flooded. The Turks are all over that. There's no money in cotton. The Egyptians are growing it. But nobody's growing wheat. Europeans are starving. I'm going to grow wheat. Good for you, buddy.
That's right. A bright guy. Absolutely.
Yeah. So the attack in Germany, I don't know if you guys heard about that.
The stabbings. Yeah, I heard about stabbings. Yeah.
Some guy stabbed 3 people to death and wounded 8 or 9 more. And apparently he's turned himself in now. One or two of the kids who were involved with that but didn't actually do the stabbing have also been caught. And ISIS claimed responsibility for it. Now this guy says no, it's him, but they won't tell you his last name. What does that say? What does that say?
Well,
That says he's probably a Muslim.
well, yeah, he probably is a member of ISIS.
Yeah, they don't want to stir up any more racial hate, even though I don't see how you can call opposing religious views racial hate. But hey, whatever the left wants.
I'm just supposed people to stab other people.
That's on his understanding.
If it's me, believe me, I'm opposed to it. No. Can't be doing that. Didn't go off, I take it. Otherwise, we would have heard about it. How did they find out about it?
I guess parishioners called and the police came and investigated, or it was not a very good bomb. And apparently, one of them had a Palestinian flag. Palestinian. He's probably never been to Palestine, and he probably doesn't even know any Palestinians.
Probably not. No.
But he's from Palestine.
So it was a suspicious vehicle kind of call, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
You're the rabbi. You better call something. After the terrorist attack.
Well, I think they'd probably be right on that.
Yeah. But meanwhile, back in Israel, all the Israel trading put 100 airplanes in the air, 100 jets into the air.
What?
To bomb southern Lebanon.
Was this last night? I've been hearing something that happened within 24 hours ago. Yeah. 100 planes.
Yeah, I'm sure they did stored in
That is Hezbollah. Do they have radar and things like that? Are they that sophisticated? I'm not sure.
Apparently, they're better armed. I don't think that Iran's going to give them that money it's going to afford to.
You know.
They're
That's right. They need all the radar they can get. Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if they had radar or not there.
I don't think so. Remember talking about
That's right. Yeah. Doc and I are making our own war plans, and then we send them off to the Pentagon. Well, it's like Mission Impossible. They have to disavow. No, we don't know these guys, but they're reading. That's right. They're taking the advice in the heart of the Pentagon. Actually, we have about 10 minutes. 13 if you really want to be. Yeah, I know. It's amazing. You are a trendsetter, sir.
I am.
Well, that's why people should come and see you. They should have you as their doctor because you want somebody who's on. Yes, very convenient. I love telemedicine.
The government's not subsidizing that. You have to pay, or your insurance has to pay. $1,200.
Get out.
Turn around here.
Yeah.
antiviral treatment cost the government money. Because most of them Medicare.
Well, either way, it's a lot of money. Whether they have to come up with the vaccine and everything else they need, it's still a lot of money.
It's money, honey bunny, that's for sure.
And it's all ours money. It used to be ours. Now it's theirs. We don't need anything anyway.
Here, have some bread.
And you don't even have to throw in the bread. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Pack of sugar today.
Man, I don't know if I could live like that, Doc.
Supreme Court with the terrorism.
For national, I said it was a confusing issue. I was kind of reading that, but it has to do with separation of federal ballots and state ballot, right? Is that kind of the basics of that?
I think so. I think that it's I don't think that on the state have all of your citizens American state level election. I think some states decide from state level election, as I recall. But at the federal level now, Supreme Court 5-4, and I guess Amy Klobuchar, she went with the minority. She freed the liberal justice, and I don't know why I didn't read the logic behind it, but this may very well turn around the vote in Arizona because they said it'll affect 30,000-40,000 people. I think Biden only won by 10,000. 2020.
So yeah, so it could, and especially not to mention the Senate race that's going on out there as well. So yeah.
I think it's significant, but again, I'm not a statistician, I'm not a pollster. It sure looks like it could have an impact on the outcome of our balance of power here in the next few months.
Yeah, something to watch for sure. I tell you. So are they going to have two separate ballots? Are you going to be handed a federal ballot or a state ballot? I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. Well, we'll find out. I'm sure they're working on it right now. I'm sure. So.
Yeah. How they're going to,
Well, they have to. You got to have the election. Not postpone it.
Yeah, it may be kind of haphazard because it's so close.
Well, there may be a quick court challenge in there too. We never know. So.
And that would have to go back. I mean, the Supreme Court and back down or have it stay in place.
Yeah.
That law out. But I'll say, pretty from challenging voting process. You wait that. Can't do that. So at least we're getting here proactively.
Oh yeah, but that's been going on for the last 3 years. I mean, legislatures throughout the country have been tightening up election laws. And they should. You don't want if you don't have a voter, don't keep them on the voting rolls. Well, see, that's the kind of thing we're talking about. Can't be doing that. No, one vote per person. So. No, I'm from Chicago. That used to be the rule. They've actually cleaned those up a bit. Computers help that, I think. Well, I know who took advantage of it. Kennedy family took advantage of it. People like that. I don't know who taught Capone.
South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina.
Yeah, the Tilton Hayes election in the 1870s. They wanted a Democrat. They wanted Tilton. So in radical Reconstruction and kick all the blacks out of Congress and all that. And so they had 101% of the eligible population vote.
101. 101%, huh? Well, that's turnout. That's patriotism, Doc. Everybody came out. That's great. That's right. Even if you're dead.
Now we're down.
Yeah, that's really sad. So come on, folks. That won't happen. That's primaries are always like that. It's the general election will draw out. I'm sure it's typical 75, 80%. Maybe more. We'll see.
You never know. You never know. Now in India, they have like 95, 85, 90%.
Really? I didn't know it was that high. No.
Yeah, everybody goes out and votes. Now I don't know if they're voting. They do vote.
That's not bad turnout. Yeah.
Everybody has picture ID. You have to register to vote, and you have picture ID. They probably have upfront. So, and they have mobile polling stations because a lot of rural areas don't have to set up a polling booth.
I think we should just all get retina scans.
That's coming.
That's your ID, your retina.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And hopefully you don't get the long COVID and go crazy and then forget how to vote.
So get that shot. I didn't know we had new strains until you mentioned it a little while ago.
Yeah, we got 2 new strains. I guess they're modern. What the virus does surface so that antibodies can't lock onto it. So then we have to make a new antibody. Will lock on.
And who wins that race?
Depends on how you look at it. I think we may have had maybe 1 million people supposedly die in the United States from COVID, and that was largely before the vaccinations came out. And remember, a lot of those people had comorbidity, like they had a heart attack, and they were positive for COVID. They died in the hospital. They died from their heart attack or from their COVID. At any rate, okay, so 1 million people, if we got just roughly 350 million people in the country.
Right.
What percentage of the population is? It's hard. I mean, it's negligible. So from my perspective, we're winning, but the virus may feel different.
It's like, will it ever get to the point where it's watered down? It's gone through so many mutations that or is it just an unlimited amount of mutations that this thing can have?
I'm sure so that's right. Way the alpha and delta that it caused so much pathology and so much morbidity. So I think that the virus has kind of watered down some. And remember, I said that way back at the beginning in 2022, 2023, that it might morph into a more benign illness, which is apparently what's happening for most of us.
Well, that's good news. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that vaccine because you don't want to be that 1% that's long COVID, an autoimmune disease, or psychiatric illness, or like me, a blood clot in a vessel to your gut or your brain or whatever. It's not worth it.
No, get the shot. Now, I guess you said you don't have it at your office, so we're going to Walgreens, something like that. They would have it, I guess.
Yeah, they'll probably have some public health places. You can go to your health department, make an appointment there.
It's flu shot of the year, flu shot time of the year right now anyway.
Yeah.
So
I think we've got on Thursday.
before you could say no. You had it, right? Well, that's the wife ordered it. You're going to get it. Yeah. I understand that Fauci has West Nile virus and is in the hospital from it. I don't know, but I didn't think that kind of thing put you in the hospital anymore. I thought that was pretty much over with the West Nile. Well, true, yeah. So.
And now in West Nile, thinking that same thing. And remember, it's a mosquito, and so probably had his pool Lanai.
Visiting China, who knows? Maybe he was visiting China at the time.
Maybe, or getting his toenails buffed.
Well.
No, I mean,
I was just surprised there. Maybe West Nile that gets him, not the COVID. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, but Doc, go ahead. Why not do it?
The house market was crazy. People upset.
To Portugal. Yeah, okay.
Spain and the United States. I don't know where all, but get over there and get your house real quick.
That's well, you they got some nice coastline there in Portugal, so. But expensive apparently.
Well, I think the house. If you're thinking about a vacation, it might be time.
They don't want you there, man. They are upset about it. Those Europeans right now. You know they're charging you a fee just to get on to Venice right now, just to get in there. Yes, they're charging fees now. It's so crowded. They're trying to get some of these people to go somewhere else.
Well, we've been to Venice twice. I'll tell you what, it's kind of like you might want to spend a day or two, but I wouldn't spend any more time than that. Now we did stay there, but there's just a limited number of things you can see, and
it's mostly shops. Yeah, it's mostly just shops. Yeah.
Shops and restaurants. Period. It's fascinating. It's really neat. There's no cars.
No. It's just right. People just everywhere on foot. I don't even think I saw bicycles. Just gondolas. Just gondolas. That's where you get around there.
I stepped going over the canal.
Yeah, it's impossible. And the street and the sidewalks are not that wide. So.
Probably couldn't get
Doc, we're down to 1 minute, buddy. Limbering, staying limber. Get out of here. Okay, well, hey, what do I know? I'm just just a DJ at heart. So you the doctor, and you got about 10 seconds left. Love you too, Doc. Bye-bye.
WGUL and W229DJ Dunedin, powered by Prosperity Group. See them online today at mymoneyissafe.com.
Experience the best selection of cigars and accessories in the country. Corona Cigar is located at 4142 West Boy Scout Boulevard across from International Plaza, or visit coronacigar.com.
With SRN News, I'm Michael Harrington in Washington. NASA has decided it is too risky to bring two astronauts back to Earth in Boeing's troubled new capsule. They'll have to wait until February for a ride home with SpaceX. What should have been a week-long test flight for the pair will now last more than 8 months. Their trip to the International Space Station in June was marred by a cascade of thruster failures and helium leaks. The astronauts ended up in a holding pattern as engineers conducted tests and debated what to do about the trip back. Elsewhere, Israel launched a wave of airstrikes across South Lebanon late tonight and early this morning in what it called a preemptive strike to avert a large Hezbollah attack. The Lebanese terrorist group said it had fired hundreds of rockets and drones in retaliation for the killing of a top commander in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut last month. This is SRN News.
This is Dennis Prager, and now a truly exciting new benefit. My monthly online video get-together for Pragertopia Plus members only. For an hour each month, get an exclusive chance to ask me anything. I'll be answering your questions. I've never done this. Submit your questions for me at pragertopia.com. This is our chance to connect like never before. Go to pragertopia.com or click the banner at dennisprager.com.
Helping you get where you're trying to go. Get digital media solutions for your business. Visit surroundtampa.com. Surroundtampa.com.
We'll have a mix of sun and clouds this afternoon with a thunderstorm in spots. The high today, 93. Becoming partly cloudy tonight, going down to 78. Tomorrow's a cloudy day to start the week. A thunderstorm in some places late in the day, the high 91. The widely separated thunderstorms for us on Tuesday, otherwise a mix of sun and clouds, the high 92. That's your AccuWeather forecast. I'm Rose Tamburino for AM 860, The Answer.
Welcome back. The Antiques and Collectibles Show. Now, here's your host, Jeffrey Burchard.
With SRN News, I'm Michael Harrington in Washington. NASA has decided it is too risky to bring 2 astronauts back to Earth in Boeing's troubled new capsule. They'll have to wait until February for a ride home with SpaceX. What should have been a week-long test flight for the pair will now last more than 8 months. Their trip to the International Space Station in June was marred by a cascade of thruster failures and helium leaks. The astronauts ended up in a holding pattern as engineers conducted tests and debated what to do about the trip back. Elsewhere, Israel launched a wave of airstrikes across South Lebanon late tonight and early this morning in what it called a preemptive strike to avert a large Hezbollah attack. The Lebanese terrorist group said it had fired hundreds of rockets and drones in retaliation for the killing of a top commander in an Israeli airstrike in Beirut last month. This is SRN News.
Experience the best selection of cigars and accessories in the country. Corona Cigar is located at 4142 West Boy Scout Boulevard across from International Plaza, or visit coronacigar.com.
Burchard Galleries is a West Central Florida auction firm, internationally recognized for consistently bringing quality estate antiques and fine art to the auction place. The innovation and sensitivity of Burchard Galleries and the talent and dedication of its employees has made Burchard Galleries one of the top auction sales rooms known for honest, reliable, and record-setting service. Their fine reputation is their mark. Burchard Galleries, 2528 30th Avenue North in St. Petersburg. Call 727-821-1167. That's 727-821-1167. Or on the web at burchardgalleries.com.
Well, summer is upon us and the weather is beautiful. Everyone has a favorite outdoor activity: golf, bike riding, bird watching, long walks. Ask 100 people and you'll get 100 answers. But if everyday aches and pains are keeping you on the sidelines, I have one answer: Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free daily supplement that helps your body fight pain naturally. Developed by doctors, Relief Factor uses a unique formula of natural ingredients. It doesn't just mask pain, it helps reduce or even eliminate it wherever you're hurting. Back, neck, joint